I want to clarify something. I'm not trying to say that there is no God. I'm not trying to say that there is no creator. I'm only trying to say that there is no reason to think that there is a God, and there is no reason to think there is a creator. Hi, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and I have this conversation a lot. People think I'm trying to disprove God or disprove a creator, and I'm really not. It's a matter of things being true versus being not true. Now, it's a subtle difference for some, and they don't really get it. Things that are true are things that we know to be true. Things that we know to be not true are false. Things that are not true that we don't know are not true, but there are things that are true that we don't know that are also not true. Now, if you told me a year ago Donald Trump would be president, I would say that's not true, and I would have been correct. But as it turns out, it was true, but I didn't know. So I was correct to say that it was not true. Didn't say it was false, I said it was not true. This is a subtle difference that most people don't really get. When I say it's not true that there's a God, I'm not saying that a God is false. I'm just saying that it's not true because you haven't shown it to be true. Now, we have lots of theories about how the universe came to be, and they are not true. But again, that doesn't mean that they are false. But the ideas that we have make a lot more sense than a magic creator who just poofed the universe into existence. You know, I argue, talk about the Big Bang. The Big Bang was the start of this universe. What came before the Big Bang? We don't know. It could have been another universe. It could have been a universe giving birth to a universe. For all we know, universes could be organic things in a different way. But we don't know. The Big Bang is the start of this universe. We don't know what came before it. Therefore, it is not true to say it was a creator. And even just saying it's a creator, it's like, it couldn't have been nothing. It had to be something, so why not a creator? Like, well, here's the argument against that. If it couldn't have been nothing, it had to be something. A creator is something. Therefore, there was something, not nothing, and if there wasn't nothing, it didn't have to be a creator. How's that for logic? You can't just throw in creator as a fill-in and expect it to stick. Because if you're going to throw in a fill-in, that's just one option. It could be literally anything. So let me just be clear. I am not saying that there is no God. Only that there is no reason to think there is a God because there is no proof, no evidence, no indicator. Things that you say are proof of God are not proof of anything. They're just things that you wish to be evidence. I mean, creation. Just think about creation for a moment. Creation is literally the first idea early man came up with tens of thousands of years ago because they did not know anything about the universe. They didn't even know that there was anything beyond the universe other than the little patch of land that they lived on. I mean, for all they knew, that little tiny area was all there was to the entire universe. And they came up with the idea of a creator to explain how that came to be. So that's literally the first idea early man came up with. And you're still holding to it to explain the universe, even though we have learned so incredibly much since then. We know how the universe came to be. And you're still throwing a creator in front of it as if it explains anything. And it doesn't. All it does is hold us back from asking the questions of what came before. How did things come to be? If you throw in creator, you've just said, I don't need to ask anymore. It's a creator. A creator is basically, creator, Using a creator as an explanation for anything is literally equivalent to using the story of the stork to explain childbirth. It is answering nothing. It's just throwing something out there that sounds good, that's pleasant, that doesn't hurt anyone, doesn't scare anyone. It's not a scary idea. Why do we tell children storks bring babies? Because we don't want to explain the whole process of getting pregnant and sex and childbirth. We want to give them something nice and easy that isn't scary. And that is what the story of creation is. It is a story we tell to people who can't handle reality. So they have a nice little thing that they can wrap their heads around. That's all it is. It explains nothing, and it only holds us back as humanity. I'm not saying that there wasn't a creator, only that saying that there was a creator is not true. I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone. I don't mean to, but if I do, that's just too damn bad, because you really need to grow up. The story of a creator is old, and it's simple, and it's intended to explain nothing. It's only intended not to scare you. That's it. I'll catch you next time.